pew 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 pew.
Still, he's getting in there quick.
Hey,
getting it in there quick.
You got the song this week.
I did.
For those of you that didn't get it, it's Brown Eyed Girl. Mm-hmm. Great song. Probably
where we go.
Probably the best song ever about an eye.
I don't know. I mean, there's quite a few.
Any better than Brown Eyed Girl? It's an all-time iconic song.
I mean, it's a pretty good one. Eye of the Tiger, I would argue, would probably be a little bit. I would argue Eye of the Tiger might be a little bit bigger.
It's a better pump-up song, but I think Brown Eyed Girl is a better song.
But if you're saying like songs about eyes, I would think that it would be like Eye of the Tiger would be the first one everybody thinks of. All Eyes on Me, Tupac.
I think Brown Eyed Girl is going to be more popular over the entire population.
I feel like Eye of the Tiger's got to take it. Just Rocky alone, I feel like.
I feel like a lot of people would still say I shot the sheriff. Maybe that's not about an eye, though.
But, I mean, we don't know. Maybe it was talking about a person named Eye. I don't know.
Nobody's named Eye.
What if you had a Cyclops or like one of those like laser eyes?
Ooh,
Wait, who was the guy on X-Men with the laser eye?
Cyclops.
Was that okay? I didn't know. I was gonna guess Gambit, but Gambit was the card guy, right?
Yeah, Gambit was the card dude from Louisiana.
From
Nolans.
Did they do a movie about him?
It was planned, and Channing Tatum was supposed to play him, and then it got just like stuck in development hell.
Why didn't they do that one?
I don't know, dude. I've wanted that movie for fucking years to happen.
All I remember is that guy could throw cards, and they were like sharp.
Gambit was dope as fuck. He was always one of my favorite characters growing up, and then they just never utilized him.
Well, there we go.
Except in X-Men Origins for like 10 minutes.
Jeez, why could we be talking about eyes though? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I guess just like let's cut to the chase. I'm doing the podcast. I like that. I'm doing the podcast with some. Can we call them Eyessues? Issues with my eye. I have Eyessues.
I thought you were talking about your glasses and trying to call
them
them
I'm doing the podcast in glasses. Actually, 2 sets of glasses. I got my like.
Anybody who's watching right now is probably like, thank God they're going to explain that shit.
If you're watching the video, what if we had just not done it? But like the video version, people are just like, what the hell? Why did you? We should start doing that in like costumes. We'll do the whole episode and just like Pat's dressed as like a horse. I'm dressed as like I don't know. Another horse.
No, you dress as the top half of the horse, and I'll just be the bottom half.
But it's like a bent around horse, like a crescent mooned horse, just because we have to sit down on opposite sides of the table.
Yeah.
There we go. But then, so I'm wearing 2 sets of glasses because we in this here studio we got a bunch of lights pointing on us, and I have a what we call a
baby back bitch eye.
I don't have that. I have an injured eye, and I mean, I guess we could just hop right into. Is it weird if we pull up not cool first?
Yeah, like we got to go out of order on the segment.
It's like one of those things where it's like I need to address this to continue the podcast. My Eyessues, I need to address those, and I feel like if I don't, like, it's going to be my not cool anyway, so we might as well start off with not cool. Yeah. So as long as we got our not cools ready, I'm down to do that. So let's
do it.
We can just hop right into the podcast. This is episode 273, Pass the Gravy. Welcome back, guys. Hopefully, if you guys are new, you're still sticking around. You haven't tuned out yet. And if you're watching it on the video version, hey, guys, what's going on? Hope you like the glasses.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing glasses, too, out of solidarity for his Eyessues.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Patton has no Eyeshoes, but he's just a good friend. Yeah. A good friend and co-host, and that's why he's rocking the
putting on my friend hat.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, so I'll lead us off.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah. So my not cool this week is my eye and just eye injuries, I guess. That sucks really bad. So I have what the kids call a corneal abrasion. I guess that's more what the doctors call.
Yeah, I don't think kids call it that. I think kids would call it a fucked up
scratched eye, a scratched cornea.
That's probably.
But it's a corneal abrasion is the scientific term, I believe. And I celebrated my birthday on Friday and then went out to a bar with some friends. We were all kind of sitting out in a booth and all kind of packed in there. And I was talking to somebody, and then just out of nowhere, my buddy was wearing a hat. Shout out to Brandon. Actually, don't shout out because, like, fuck you, man. You fucked up my eye. But so we were sitting in this booth, and he kind of whips his head around and was talking to somebody. And I had my eye open, was talking to somebody else, and then just pop right in the eyeball.
Weird. Why would you have your eyes open?
Well, I usually talk with my eyes closed, and this was the one time I decided that I'm going to try and talk with my eyes open like an idiot. And then you see why I don't do that anymore.
And now you just look like an idiot.
Yeah, now I feel like an idiot, and I look like an idiot. So I had my eyeball was wide open, and then bam, took a bill of a hat right to an open eye, and immediately my eye closes and just like won't open all the way again. And
God, now I'm blinking just like
it started swelling up, and then like it wouldn't stop watering. Like it looked like I was crying, but only out of one eye. The rest of the night that we were there for like the next 45 minutes that we hung out before, I was like, guys, I gotta go. I can't do it. I can't do it. This is too painful. And they were just like, dude, quit being a little bitch. You're being such a little bitch, dude. And I was like, guys,
is the real C word.
Well, we could say that. Some people do say that. But I was at the bar, and I kept just being like, all right, dude, maybe it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Somebody went and got eye drops out of their car and was like, here, just try these. And like I just couldn't keep my eye open. My right eye was just shut. And it started swelling up like a motherfucker. Like it looked like I got popped in the eye by like a fist, but it was a hat bill. And it just kept swelling up. I kept tearing up, and everything started getting blurry in that one eye. I was panicking. It felt like there was like glass or some shit in it, but I was like, I know that there's nothing with glass in it hit me, so I feel like I should be okay. And we ended up calling it a night eventually. Got an Uber. I could not keep my eye open, and the Uber just was like, I'm just gonna try and sleep. So I dozed off in that. Woke up when we were outside my apartment. Went back in and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sleep it off. Just gonna sleep the old thing off, and maybe I'll be fine tomorrow. No, I was not fine the next day. I woke up still just as painful as it was before, but now I'm sober, so it's more painful. It feels like there is glass in my eye, and I can't keep it open long enough to really see anything out of it, and everything I can see is pretty much blurry. And then like you always think like it's easy to just look out of your other eye, like, oh, that'll be fine, like I can just close one eye. But like try doing that for the whole day, because like my right eye is my more dominant eye, and so looking out of my left eye exclusively for an entire day was just like wrecking my eye. It was so tired and like strained, and you could feel how much more overworked it was being than it had ever been before, and it was not a fun day. I go to so normally I'm the kind of guy that's like, you know what, like I'm not a millionaire. I don't go to the doctor like we say in the intro. Yeah. So but I was in one of those situations where I was like, I am really terrified that I might be losing my eye. Like I don't want to lose vision at all.
Hypochondriac.
Eyes are my big bugaboo, as the kids say. Like I can't wear contacts because I don't want anything near my eye. I don't like putting stuff in my eye. I don't like people touching my eye. I am the worst at the eye doctor. I don't ever go to the eye doctor, but when I have gone, like that puff machine where it blows air in your eye.
Oh, that's the worst.
But I didn't the first time I ever went, they got me. And after that one eye, I was like, fuck that. Not happening. And so like now they're like, Alex, you got to put your face back on the thing so we can blow the thing in your eye and check and see if you have cataracts or whatever it's called. And I just can't do it. It takes like 50 tries for them to finally get me, because I'm like, I know it's coming. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to put my eye right there so you can blow it.
I just realized we probably should have put a spoiler before this, that like if you guys are anything like me, the entire time somebody talks about their eyes or like something going in their eye, it makes my eyes water. So like if somebody's driving right now and their eyes are starting to get fucked up.
I just thought you were getting emotional hearing about me getting hurt. And
no,
I
like it's just talking about eyes. My brain is like, oh, defend it. Why make your eyes water?
Yeah,
and, dude. So if you guys get in a wreck listening to this segment, let us know. We're not going to pay for it.
But just like let us know. This is our disclaimer at this point.
That's kind of funny. Like it's not funny for you, but like
just don't. Just be better than that.
Or just like if your eyes start watering up because of something you're listening to,
pull over, get an Uber.
Don't stop listening.
Continue listening, but pull over and then get an Uber.
Car where it is.
And then get your Uber to take you where you need to be, and then just get another Uber to drop you off.
Yeah, like if I didn't have these sunglasses on this entire time, I would have been like rubbing my eyes.
Yeah, and it's a pain. So like I go to an urgent care facility because like I'm not gonna go to an emergency room because that's crazy, and you're gonna wait for 4 years before you get seen anyway. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to an urgent care facility. Side note. We go to the urgent care facility. I can't really see out of my eye. I can't see out of my eye pretty much at all. And then on my left eye, it's just already super tired.
Lisa, do you call your left eye Lisa, left eye Lopez?
I don't. I don't call my eyes anything. But then Emma, who has been the real MVP through this whole thing, my awesome girlfriend, was like, okay, well, I'll just fill out the like little keypad. She was getting me signed in to the urgent care facility, and as she's like in the middle of that, just all the power goes out. Now we were like, what the fuck's happening here? And she's like, okay, well, just fill it out here. You can finish that out, and we'll get you seen whenever we can get the power back. So we sit there for probably like 30, 45 minutes. But like right after the power goes out, this dude walks in. And he's like, you guys, I've been handing y'all my cards for weeks now. How crazy is it that I'm right here when the power goes out? And he was like an electrician guy. And like, they were like, haha, okay. And he like
That's
left. And the girl at the desk was like, that motherfucker cut the power of the whole building. And like, turns out like the whole strip center that we were in was all out of power. And he was like, I've been passing my card out around to all of you guys. And it was just like, what the fuck,
That's
dude?
super sketch, dude.
But like, not 2 minutes after the power goes out, like, how crazy is that? Like, where were you? How did you know that it went out so fast? What's up? And then, so like 30, 45 minutes goes by. We're still sitting there. We can't get seen because, I don't know if you know this, but if the power goes out in a doctor's office, like, have you ever filled out like mounds of paperwork to get to see a doctor?
Sometimes.
Like, that's on paper. And you would assume that, they'd be able to look at that. They can't do anything without computers. They are just done. They're done. And I had already paid.
Also, they need lights to examine you.
Well, for me, actually, no, they didn't, because I just needed like a black light and like a little like flashlight thing so he could see my eyes. Like, and they kept it dark when they were.
But it's a
taking care of
liability
me.
thing too. They can't have people walking around in the dark if they trip and
No,
fall.
I understand, but still, it was shitty that we were just kind of sitting there like, my eye hurts, and the power's off. And it was like right after we had gotten like I was able to pay and everything before they're like, yeah, well, we can't really do anything. And I was like, fuck, all right, well, I've already paid, so I got to sit here. And then like the 30, 45 minutes goes by, and then the power just comes on out of nowhere. And like, again, less than 2 minutes later, homeboy walks back through like, that was crazy, wasn't it? That was just crazy that happened. And like, I feel like homie was trying to like get them to be like, look, we'll pay you whatever. We need you to go fix this. And he just had flipped the breaker or whatever.
100%.
And then like, because like right after like he probably waited around for a little bit, and then nobody was like, hey man, we need you to help. And so then he was like, fuck, I better just turn it on. And then he's like, well, if you ever need me, here's this card.
100%.
And I was like, dude, we know, like, you got to be a little bit more discreet about that kind of shit, because like, it's obvious.
Like, you should go back and be like, hey, you remember that dick electrician? Did anybody check? Like, so one of these businesses has to have cameras.
But if the power's out, do they? I guess they could have battery power, though.
Yeah.
You could have battery power.
Security cameras, dude, it's going to lead up to watching the guy flip the switch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You can see him walking around there at least. And I bet you that guy did it for sure.
Yeah.
But we eventually get seen. They call me back there, and the doctor comes back and was like, so the cool thing is like, and nothing was cool about this at all. But like, he was like, okay, well, yeah, it looks like I can see it it doesn't look like it's a deep scratch, but it looks like it's pretty broad. And like, you've seen the picture, right? Like,
no.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I just saw the picture of you wearing the glasses when you first posted it, and I just immediately
Okay,
started
so
laughing.
we'll post. This will actually be like the cover photo probably of the episode. But so what he did is he put dye.
I saw that one, but I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
So if you look like right,
It looks like an acid
you can see
trip.
my pupil, and then the little yellow thing above it is how big the scratch was.
I just thought that was a reflection.
No, that's the
Oh man,
scratch.
they scratched the fuck out of your eye.
Yeah. So, but it's like right above my pupil, like.
So does it look like you have one of those squigglies that you're always trying to chase?
No,
away
it
from your
doesn't.
eye?
Thank God. But like it's right above my pupil, and it had or my retina, whatever it is, the little dot, the black dot. Yeah, okay. But it's right. But had it gotten that, then I would have started like that. That's what gets you to lose the vision, though. And like it was like literally like had it been a little bit bigger or anything like that, then that would have been the problem. And so he was like, well, you seem like it looks like you got lucky on this one. It's a pretty broad one, but it's not very deep. And so I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? And so he gave me antibiotic drops. And it was, but like the cool thing was like he puts this dye in my eye, and then he turns on a black light, so it just shows like the neon coloring of it, so I can easily see it. And the dye goes in the scratch. And so he prescribes me these 2 antibiotics that I have to take like a total of
Why'd
like
you need 2?
8 times a day.
See, now he's just overbilling
Well,
you.
one dilates my eye to like help with the pain a little bit, is what he was making it seem like, and then the other one is the antibiotic that heals it. And
I would have been like, just give me the one that heals it.
well, I mean, I didn't
I'll
want
pain manage with alcohol.
I was in some pain. And I don't know if you're supposed to drink on antibiotics, but whatever.
I mean, like,
What am I, a doctor?
if
I mean,
it's
I
my
could've asked.
time, like if that's how I go, that's how I go.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like, I don't know. I just don't like my eyes getting fucked with.
Yeah.
And that really sucked. And so I had to go get antibiotics. I've been doing that. I had to go to an optometrist. So I've had to go to the doctor twice in a week, twice in 3 days, really.
Oh, you're a multimillionaire.
It was, dude, it was the worst. Thank God for insurance. Thank God for insurance.
No,
though,
I just
but-
want you to know this right now. If you ever do scratch your pupil and like you lose vision, I'm 100% just calling you left eye from now on.
Because I would only have one left eye, I guess, yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
Whoa, like
for those that don't
TLC
know,
already
yeah,
has
TLC,
left
yeah,
eye.
Left eye. She was named that because she.
Is T-Boz left
she,
eye
like,
in
lost,
Chile?
Chile was one of them. I don't remember the other, but I just remember so the left eye only had one eye.
Yeah,
I assume it was
the left eye.
The left eye.
I would guess.
But
my best educated
But yeah,
guess would go to
either
be,
way, no matter what, you would be called left eye.
Yeah,
Like,
well, let's knock on wood here. I hope that I don't ever have to
Dude,
lose
I had
vision.
a similar thing a couple weeks back. My brother like tossed a bottle at me from across the room, like a little Dr. Pepper ball, and hit me in the eye, and it really bugged me for like 4 minutes. So like I know exactly what you're going through.
I mean, maybe like on a very minor scale.
I was
guess.
super angry at the time because anytime, dude, getting hit in the eye sucks.
It really does.
I'm
really
sorry to
does.
hear that, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
like
to hear
as I believe it was Dwight Schrute that once said, a great man named Dwight Schrute taught us all that.
The eyes are the groin of the head.
And they truly are.
They really
truly
is.
are. He's not lying when he says that the eyes are the groin of the head.
It incapacitates you.
Yeah, it really does. And it's like my whole my whole face felt like fucked up. It felt like I was squinting and like, I could feel like all the muscles in my face were all shifted around because I was like
Too bad.
Yeah, I was stressing to see stuff. Everything was blurry in one eye, and now I'm getting vision back. I'm pretty good. Like my right eye has vision. Like in these bright lights that I'm in right now, I'm wearing the sunglasses.
I just got the strongest urge to just like lob something at your
Don't
head.
do
to
it.
see if you
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like that's why if you notice, I like look to the side real quick.
Yeah, to see like what he could grab.
Is there something I could like soft?
Is there some weapon I could find here to throw at
first,
Alex?
I've got my cane in my hand. I was like, I don't
Don't
wanna
do
throw
that.
And then the other thing was my keys, and I was like, I can't throw more pointy shit at his eyes.
Yeah, that would be really bad. Like Pat's the one that blinds me. Like fuck, man. Fuck, that would suck.
Oh, that'd be great.
So yeah, corneal abrasions really suck. I hopefully will be back in business by next week for sure. But like I went to the optometrist, and so now like what I'm really scared of is a possibility of having scar tissue if it doesn't heal like perfectly. And then there's steroids that I have to put in my eye to like help with the scar tissue, and then if that doesn't work, then there's like a stem cell therapy I can go through. It was all this shit. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, God damn it, eye. Just be fine. Please just heal and don't have this happen again.
Well, like what happens if you have scar tissue? You just don't treat it.
It's bad. I don't know. I didn't ask that much. I was already terrified.
Are you gonna go blind?
I feel like scar tissue turns into like.
eye?
Well, I don't want to have like the wonky, like weird, like white,
Well,
foggy
that
eye.
only happens if you go blind. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just don't want scar tissue in my eye. That sounds horrible. I don't want it.
But I'm saying if it doesn't do anything, is it really worth paying all that other money?
Yeah, because scar tissue sounds bad.
But
I don't want that.
It sounds bad, but if it's not, like if you just tell people, yeah, I got scar tissue in my eye, but I didn't do anything about it, you sound like a badass.
Yeah, but like, what if like I feel like later on in life, like having scar tissue in your eye is probably not great for like cataracts and shit like that. I feel like it can trigger a bunch of other stuff.
But in my hypothetical situation, I'm saying, but what if it's not?
So let's all pray for me to not get scar tissue in my eye and to have to heal up. But right now, I'm on the mend, and I've been wearing glasses inside like a
T's and P's.
douche. Like a douche I've been wearing. Like every time I've gone inside, it's just like I feel like everybody's just judging
your
the shit
overall
out
like
of me.
haircut doesn't help too.
Really?
Like you look like
I'm trying. I look like I'm trying to be guy
like
inside
you just
with
snapped
glasses.
into a Slim Jim is really what it is.
Oh yeah! Do I look Randy Savage?
I mean, it's because your hair is like up and poofy,
Yeah.
and you're wearing sunglasses. Like you look like you definitely watched the X Games.
Like I definitely watched the X Games. Well, I've watched the X Games before, so maybe I fit the bill. I fit the bill.
I do watch the X Games. They're fucking dope.
Tony Hawk's rad, bro.
You look like
Bob
that guy.
Burnquist, dude.
Dude, Bob Burnquist.
Don't forget about him.
He was great.
Chad Muska. Mm-hmm. That right? He was one.
Or Chad Mullen?
Somebody like that.
Something. There's a Muska.
Macho Man Muska Mullen. There we go. But yeah, that's my not cool. Eyessues.
I'm gonna go with jinxing shit. This morning, like I
jinxed some shit.
Yeah, like I got to work and like as usual, just like little things were pissing me off. Just like, oh, cool, just people left shit out because they're not the first one there in the morning, so just more shit in my way that I have to clean up. So I was kind of pissed, and then out of nowhere, and I told my brother this. All of a sudden, I'm doing something. I think I was just like cutting and bagging brownies or something, and I just look and I go, dude, I don't know what just happened, but all of a sudden I'm in a really fucking good mood. Like all the little shit that was pissing me off, it didn't bother me anymore. And out of nowhere, I was just in a really fucking good mood for no reason, like in a better mood than I feel like I've been in a long time.
That's nice.
And I was just sitting there, and then I was like, something bad's gonna happen. Like that
You
just
just
doesn't
told
get
it,
to happen.
like,
Sure enough, like
I'm on a
45
streak.
minutes later, the fucking kitchen, because I'm in the back, and one of the kitchen guys comes up and was like, hey, dude, like, the drain by the kitchen, it's not draining anymore. It's just overflowing.
Uh-oh.
So that kept fucking happening to the point where we couldn't open for lunch today. Because the drain, like the kitchen it's an open kitchen and the leak goes right back to where the bathrooms are, and the drain's like right in that area. So as it's overflowing and just like causing this fucking puddle, we can't be like, oh yeah, you guys can come in and eat, but like nobody go back near the bathrooms.
Yeah, please don't go to the restroom.
Like it wasn't overflowing sewage or anything. It's just like, you know, the dish pit's right there too, so they're constantly washing things and then just raising water. No water's clearing out. You can't have people walking through fucking puddles to go to the bathroom. So like as soon as that started to happen, I was like, man, fuck me. I just had to be in a good mood for no reason.
Right. And
my brain immediately was like, you can't have nice things. So like most people got to go. Of course, I didn't get to go home though, because like the shit that I do is out of the back of the restaurant. So I still got to put in a full day of work. Hooray for me.
Well, at least you got paid.
Yeah.
You got paid for a full day.
Like, you know, money's tight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bills and stuff.
Jinxing shit, man.
Yeah, nobody likes jinx and stuff. And it's like, you're always just, like, don't do that because I'm going to do this. And then it always happens. I would also just
put part of it in my brain. That like as soon as something good happens, my brain's like, no, that's not allowed. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like sometimes like things are, you're like, things have been going too well.
Yeah.
What's
like,
next? And then of course, like you wish it into like, have you ever heard of The Secret? Where you it's like you put it out into the universe. I mean, I don't think it's 100% true, but I think like part of like the mentality, part of the mentality that you have with yourself. You know, I think that a lot of times when you think something and you can dream it into reality almost. Now you're gonna have to put in the effort, but a lot of times it's just the positive thinking of like, dude, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do this, and you go do it, and you're like, well, it's because I said that. It's like, no, it's because you were capable and you did it at the right time and you were smart about it. But also like, yeah, you had yourself in the right mindset to do it. Whereas like, there's a lot of people like us, I feel like they're just like, things are going a little too smooth.
Yeah, I'm just a pessimist.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I've got one of those brains. It's like this exact same thing. Like anytime on any date, like Hinge or Bumble or wherever the fuck it be, anytime I match with a girl, immediately I lose interest because my brain goes, what the fuck is wrong with her?
She already matched me. She fucking likes you,
She's
you
like,
piece of shit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's something fucking wrong with her.
Yeah.
So like out of all that, I respond to like 3% of them because I'm like, no, there's something fucking wrong with you.
We need to get
Which
you
is why I'm going to die alone.
We need to get you to go on a Tinder date and just like report back. I just feel like that, like a Pat Tinder date seems like that would be a fantastic story.
Showed up,
no matter
she was
what
bigger
happens.
Than me.
You should just catfish somebody. Like we should catfish someone as a
Use
podcast.
your pictures, but I show up.
Ooh, do that. Or like one of those face morphs where it's like all three of us. We just morph into one face. They were like, yeah, this is me.
And throughout the date, you just get up and go to the bathroom and a different one of us comes back.
Dude. They're like, you know y'all aren't twins, right? Like, yeah, we never said I never said I was.
I forgot to tell you, I'm bipolar. I've got multiple personalities. You've got different fucking bodies, too. What's going on?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, are you crazy?
We just got to make sure we all wear the exact same thing.
We just convince her she's crazy.
Yeah, let's ruin somebody's life.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That'll be great. It'll be a fun little podcast activity.
So having a stupid brain and jinxing shit. That's my
and jinking things.
Jinking, yeah. I'm not even drinking.
And jinkoing.
Right now. Like I don't.
Jinko jeansing.
Ooh, jinko.
Those are not cool.
Yeah.
Robert, where have you? Or not where have you been? What's your not cool for the week? Sorry, I threw everything off.
Expiration dates on food.
Dude,
So,
good.
Wait. Not noticing them, or just the fact that food expires?
No. Like the fact that like they don't really mean anything that much. Like
I was gonna say the fact that food expires kind of sucks.
no, like so.
I'm sure there's a lot of Africans that would agree with you.
Most of the time, it's just the stores want to sell it by this date, and most of the time the food is okay past it, like a little bit past it. Now you don't go like a month past it.
Well, that's why they don't put expiration dates anymore. They put Best Buy.
They go Best Buy dates.
Which I think is a little
stay woke.
Yeah, stay woke. Best Buy, good marketing.
My complaint really is though when food goes bad before the Best Buy date.
Oh,
wait, have you had
those
that happen?
motherfuckers.
That happened today.
I didn't know that could
Well,
happen.
I told you to stop leaving your milk in the sun, and you just didn't want to.
Dude, Robert, how many times do we got to tell you? He always wants warm milk, and it's like you can't just leave it out in front of the sunlight, dude.
Yeah,
I don't have a microwave. What else am I supposed to do?
You got a stove?
Boil it?
I was gonna have some hot dogs today, and I started making them, and I
With
took the
milk?
bread out. With milk. I took the bread out, and the bread already had mold on it. And
Oh, it's the worst. Do you keep it in the fridge or pantry?
pantry.
I usually throw it in the fridge.
Do people put bread in the fridge?
Yeah, just to keep it fresh a little bit longer.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Really, I've heard it, but I've heard it really doesn't do anything, and I've also heard that like maybe it helps it like go bad faster, just because of like condensation and like water in the bag. It's good, but I don't know.
So I had my hot dogs with sandwich bread.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's
I'm
old
not
school.
saying I did.
But like
I'll do
he
that.
had to because the bread was bad.
Yeah, like if you got hot dog buns, you want to use the hot dog buns. I feel you.
Yeah, because like you always fucking forget the hot dog buns. Like I can't tell you how many times you're like it's either in a tortilla or just on a piece of bread. You're like, damn it, the one thing I didn't get was hot dog buns. Because you get the hot dogs, you see those, you're like, oh tight, I'll have a nice little, like that's some like cheap breakfast or lunch I can have right
Fuck
there.
yeah.
And yeah, because hot dogs for breakfast, that's a thing. Try it, guys. I'll tell
I've
you.
done
I'll
it.
tell you what, it's awesome. You feel like you're at a baseball game.
You're in like Walmart and you
like
see
it's-
that pack of like 40 hot dogs for $1.98. You're like, yep, getting that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care that they're made out of assholes and whatnot. Like I don't care.
Whatever.
Just don't
I'm an
think about
asshole,
it. Just
so-
don't think about it. You are what you eat.
Maybe that's why I'm an
You are
asshole,
what
because I
you
eat hot dogs.
That's exactly what it is. That could be it. For
I
sure.
could be such a nice person.
But like food, like just going back to Robert's original part of it, like not cool is the fact that food expires in general. Like how many times you go to the store and you're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat a little healthier now. I'm gonna buy some fruit. So you buy like fruit and then like a
2
week
days
goes
later,
by
you
and you're
look
like,
at it and
God
you're like-
damn it, no, I didn't eat any of those apples. I just spent all that money on apples and they're gone now.
Bananas are the worst. Because like
Avocados
I
are the worst.
I
I've heard.
love bananas. Like growing up, bananas were my favorite food. And now, like, if I buy a pack of bananas, I'll eat one and then they're done. I'm like, why can't I just buy one banana now?
Well, because like you get like the little like 4 or 5 of them, and you're like, well, I don't want to eat them all in the first day, and so then you like wait, and then you forget about them for 3 days, and then they're brown, and you're like, damn it!
Yeah, I ain't eating.
What's the
brown
point of
bananas.
this?
And I don't eat cereal anymore.
You don't eat cereal?
Cut up bananas and cereal.
Ooh.
That's the dopest.
It's a lot of
like-
work. It's a lot of
not,
work.
though. Like if I'm willing to do it,
Yeah, that's true. If Pat's pretty fucking lazy.
yeah. And it just kicks your cereal up to a completely different fucking level. It's the dopest of the dope. Like my day was made when my mom would do that for me as a kid.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Nice little treat. All right, so that was not cool, huh?
Yeah.
That was a pretty
I kind
good.
of like doing that at the beginning.
It's weird. It felt like I feel like it's a weird day now.
It
But
feels
like,
weird, but it's also a nice way to like get the negativity out of
yeah.
the fucking way
Hey,
immediately.
you know what? Fuck that shit. Now it's all smiles and lollipops for the rest of the
Yeah.
way.
Now, it's where you've been.
Now it's where you've been. But first,
Damn it.
First we gotta
Damn
do an
it, I
ad.
tried to do a
We gotta
segue
do
and
an
I
ad,
fucked
and we're
it
gonna
up.
advertise for ourselves. This is what we're gonna do here because I'm gonna tell you guys about where you can get all of your good Pass the Gravy merch. You can go to passthegravy.merch.com. That's exactly, it's like just in the name. It's right in the name. Pass the Gravy merch. Get your Pass the Gravy merch. And we just put out, we were talking about it on the podcast last week. We've already put it out now. The new St. Patty's Day gear we've got. It says Irish. I was listening to Pass the Gravy podcast. It's pretty dope. And we've got the ladies' tanks that are available. Ladies' tees, $1 off. Because we fixed the wage gap, no big deal, no need to thank us. But if you do, it's hey, no problem, no problem, ladies. Then we got the fellas tees. We also got we have green and then we got dark green.
Whoa.
We got 2 separate shades of green.
I went with the dark green.
You can pick. I went with the light green because now we can
Well, I had light green
contrasting
last year's.
colors. There we go. Yeah, that's true. We both did have the Lucky AF, like the Kelly green, I believe. Is the official term. You can still buy the Lucky AF shirts from last year, but the new ones say, I wish I was listening to Pass the Gravy podcast. It's pretty great. So passthegravymerch.com. Get all your Pass the Gravy gear. You can get your Pastros shirt because baseball season is right around the corner. We got the classic Dallas killed JFK. People don't forget. We got the Pastros shirt of the astronaut planting the PTG flag on the moon. And then the members only shirt that you get 100% access to our cult, the Branch Gravidians, if you purchase one of those bad boys. The MVP finally won. We got stickers. We got all kinds of awesome PTG gear at passthegravymerch.com. Ladies, don't forget, all ladies' tees, $1 off because we fixed the wage gap. You're welcome. No big deal. All right, passthegravymerch.com. Get all your Pass the Gravy gear now. Let's hop over to now is where you've been, right? That's what we're doing now. I'm so thrown off that we switched things around. All right, here we go.
Hey, you, where you been? 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 Where you been at? Where you been? Where you been? Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been out? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
All right, Pat, where have you been, buddy?
I I didn't go out with you Friday night.
You definitely did not.
I should have been there. I could have been the bouncer
Robert
for your
went
eye.
out. Robert went out. He came out to the track. Bet on the ponies.
I didn't, but well, I guess even before that, Thursday, my brother, he started watching a bunch of Leah Remini's show, Aftermath of Scientology.
Oh yeah, okay.
That one, which if you haven't watched it, watch it. Like I've already thought that Scientology. I shouldn't say Scientologists because most of them are probably good people. Scientology is fucking bullshit, and we should probably just kill all of their leaders, and the world would be a better place.
It's genocide.
No, it's not.
It's genocide. It's wiping out a group of like people based on their religion.
Genocide would be based on race.
Well, what do you call trying to exterminate Jewish people?
The Holocaust? That's a genocide.
Jewish people are of a religion as well, so...
Yeah, but that's more of an ethnic group.
Still,
that's what it is. It's an ethnic group is what genocide is. You're trying to wipe out an ethnic.
Okay, still...
But anyway...
It's a little genocide-y for me. I'm going to pass on that one.
David, whatever the fuck his name is, who's the leader of Scientology, he's a fucking piece of shit.
David Miscavige.
Yeah, Miscavige. That's it.
Miscavige.
Ruin people's lives. So, yeah, just watched a bunch of that and got even more worked up. My brother's like, did you know this? I'm like, yeah, I've independently researched this because it's one of the few topics that I randomly got really mad about a couple of years ago, and I spent like 5 days on the internet.
You went to a Wikipedia article, and then you just kept going and clicking more shit. Yeah.
I haven't watched the entirety of the HBO documentary, Going Clear.
Yeah.
But I need to watch that. It shows about how fucked up they are.
It's pretty crazy. They have like the cruise ship you go on, and that's not good. You don't want to be on the cruise ship.
Yeah, but then her show really it dives into. She has the dude who made the show with her is the guy that used to be like the main spokesperson for the Church of Scientology.
Miscavige. He was right under Miscavige, I believe.
Yeah, he was like Miscavige's dude before Miscavige. Right before L. Ron Hubbard died, started pushing everybody out that was in the inner circle and putting himself in the place of power.
Right.
Like he's a corrupt motherfucker.
Well, that's what I mean. So like the Catholic Church is also kind of going through a thing too, where they're pretty corrupted as well. Believe it or not, a lot of religions.
But this is the only one that's ran as a business.
Shadier than you'd believe.
Yeah, like they do fucked up shit. Like Catholic Church, they fuck little boys like terrible. This one, I feel like I'm downplaying that.
I feel like you really just passed up on that.
But like this, it's the only one that's ran as a business. Like you get to the top level and they're like, well, actually, what you need to do is repeat all the steps.
Well, because you have to pay
another $14 million for you.
So if you're on like the levels of Scientology and then you go clear is the point of it, I guess, is what you want to do. But like you have to read all these books, you have to pay for all these classes, and you have to pay for all this shit. But then if they change one thing to it, then you got to restart.
Yeah, each new level you reach averages between like $25 to like $75 to $150,000 that you have to pay to be able to reach the next level of Scientology. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's fucking bullshit. Fuck your religion.
Yeah.
Come after me.
Well, I mean,
at me.
Yeah, at him.
Yeah, at me.
Not Pat Dean.
So I was doing that all last week, and then Friday, something came up about Casey Musgraves, who's a country singer, and she's fucking awesome. I've always liked her shit, but I've never really listened to it. So Friday night, what I did is I got really drunk and listened to every Casey Musgraves album on Spotify. And also, she did a cover of fucking Crazy by...
Crazy!
Yeah, and it was really good. So yeah, I listened to her entire discography, or I think that's what you call it. And
catalog.
Catalog. Only one song I didn't like. And her entire thing...
Is she country?
Yeah, it was off her new album, and it was super poppy. Like, it was a pop song that snuck its way onto a country album. And I got like 20 seconds in, and I was like, nope. Other than that, listen to the entire thing. At like 4:15 in the morning, my brother texted me, "Go to sleep." I was playing NHL and listening to that the entire night. Oh, hit the mic. But yeah, it was a great fucking Friday.
And you didn't go to the rodeo?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I never go. I'm too cheap for that.
Yeah, Emma and Diane are actually about to leave right now. That's why they're
they get to go to Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn, B&D.
I love Brooks and Dunn.
What's the name of Brooks and Dunn song?
Red Dirt Road. My Maria.
My Marie.
Yeah. Believe. People forget about Believe. It's one of the great songs. Yeah. I'll play it for you later.
Okay. Now I'm just curious.
And that's basically what. And then Saturday and Sunday. And we need. We're gonna have to check later how our AAF teams are doing because
my team is 3-0. My team's 3-0. No big deal. Not to brag, but I've kept up with the Birmingham Iron, and obviously I picked the correct team.
Yeah, you got Trent Richardson running for 3 touchdowns every fucking
three
game.
tutties. Like Trent Richardson probably gonna be MVP of the league. Not to brag, but now
that's not a good thing to brag about your league for.
I'm just saying, like, if he's the MVP of the league and my team's undefeated, who picked the best team? I did. It's fact right there. All right.
Looks like we lost again, so I think I'm 1-2.
Are you 1-2?
Hey, just setting up the comeback.
Probably not gonna happen though. So I have that's where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
You done? All right. So on Friday it was my birthday, and I went and watched a West Ham victory. Got to watch that with the Bayou Irons, and I mean there was none of this bullshit like against Man City today.
Yeah.
We got fucked by the refs. None of that. They were able to pull out a 3-1 win over Fulham on Friday afternoon, and I got pretty drunk at the bar because
as one tends to do.
Daniel Tom Chesson, shout out to him, Weekly D, give them a listen. He was out there and he brought me like a red velvet cake. He like went to a cake store, bought me a cake. Real sweetheart. And Weekly D podcast, those are our boys. So definitely go give them a download after you're done listening to us. And we got pretty drunk. Then they had Jello shots. It was like margarita day. And they had these margarita Jello shots. So he was like, hey, come here and get one. And like he didn't have rum cake, he said, but he bought a bunch of rum bottles, like airplane bottles of rum. He's like, so I put a bunch of bottles of rum in with the cake. So it's kind of like a rum cake. And then he got a couple of other like airplane bottles of liquor. Like one of them was what is the kombucha shot or whatever it is. He got me one of those, and then he got me a Tito's vodka one. And so he's like, here, have one of these Jello shots. And he poured vodka on top of the Jello shot, and I didn't realize what it was. I was like, this is a really like wet Jello shot. And I was like, that tasted funny. He's like, oh, because it was vodka too. It was vodka and tequila. And I was like, oh, all right, well, fuck. So that was the start of the day. And we got to watch our last West Ham game with the head guy there, Keith. He's got a job in New Mexico. He's moving to Kirky. Shout out to Keith. But
Big K.
we, without Keith, I don't really think we would have been assimilated into the Bayou Ironworks. And I was honored to be included in that this year. And I'm going to definitely hang out with the gang while he's gone, but we'll miss you, Keith, if you're listening. But one of the coolest things he did was he added the PTG logo to the Bayou Ironworks sticker, or the Bayou Ironworks flag out there, which is pretty cool. So now it's like Bayou Ironworks, and then you got the PTG logo in the top right corner. I was incredibly honored, and we are officially a West Ham podcast. I mean, we were already a West Ham podcast.
Now it's legit.
But like now we're like a soccer watching group's official podcast at this point. We were the official unofficial one. They just hadn't given us the official title. We were already America's West Ham podcast, so technically we were over that bar anyways. But now, Nick's Place recognizes us. You go to Nick's Place on Rocky Ridge Road here in H-Town, you're going to see the Pasta Gravy logo when you look over at that Bayou Ironworks flag. It's fucking tight, and I'm pretty stoked. I'm going to miss Keith there because he taught me a lot about soccer. Taught me a lot about soccer this year. I feel like I've grown in my soccer knowledge, and I held it together pretty well against Man City today. I was a little pissed that we got fucked by the refs, but other than that, I thought I held it together. So on Friday we watched that. Then we were drinking a little bit. Daniel Tom Chesson brought me out some cigars and shit too. So we were hanging out for a little while, and then we went to the horse track to bet on some ponies. Robert came out there with us, and Robert, did you leave? He made money, right? You ended up, you broke even, or did you lose money?
No, I lost money.
Oh, but you were winning for a while. Robert was winning for a little bit, and then I guess he lost, and he never went back. And I was like, dude, here you go, come on, let's go. And he didn't go back up to the window with us, and then Daddy was cleaning up. I don't want to say the final number I had on the night, but let's just say Daddy came out all right. I was pretty drunk, so I was at the point to where you're just kind of throwing money around, and it's like, yeah, let's put 20 on that one and 20 on that one, and then they'd hit, and it was like, oh fuck, that's hot, yes, because I had a 10-1 hit, and I was pretty stoked that I was kind of just throwing bullshit money. I didn't know anything about these horses.
That's how you bet horses, though. You get drunk and you guess.
But it's the scariest fucking part about it, because with a game, you're like, all right, I think I know that this team could do that, and you're just like, you're an idiot if it doesn't happen. But when you go into a horse race, you're blind most of the time anyways, and you're just like, he looks cool. The very first race that we won money on, the horse's name was Bobby Jack, and I was like, it's like Bobby Jokes, I'm betting Bobby Jack, and guess who won? Bobby Jack did. You guys leaving? I'll see you guys. Y'all have fun tonight at the rodeo. Bye. Ladies just leaving to go to the rodeo. Just because it's a boys' night, right? No.
Call the strippers.
So, but we were just betting cool names. I'm a sucker for cool names, as is most people, I would assume, at the horse track.
Yeah.
And, if you have anything that sounds dirty almost, I'm going to bet on that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to bet 6s and 9s a lot, too. Mm-hmm. So if you want to bet those guys to finish 1-2, it's pretty cool. And I didn't make a ton of money, but that came out all right. came out all right at the horse track. And so then we were like, hey, well, you know what we should do is go out to a bar, because it was 50-cent beers all night. And so it was like, oh, well, you know what we haven't done enough of is drink, obviously.
Of course.
We should go to a bar and keep doing that. And we went to Revolver out on Washington, and I then got my eye fucking punched with a hat bill. So that was what happened. So yeah, that's where we've been this week, guys. Let's talk to you guys about Little M Shop. How about that? They if you got a smelly car that's got you down, Little M air fresheners not only smell good, they look good too, and they're made from paper, scented with essential oils, and their air fresheners are going to freshen up any space that you have at all. They offer a variety of scents and unique designs. My favorite designs are the out of this world one that look like you're in space, and then the rad one. They also have the Palm, Smell You Later, and Be Cool, and they got Little Ice is the best flavor. I mean, not flavor, but a scent to get. Citrus Klein is also pretty good, and then Sweet Cream. You want some of that sweet cream, ladies? Get you some of those. Fellas, you're going to want to be fresh to death, so get that flavor as well. And it's flavors. We're going to call them flavors now. They don't taste like anything, but we're just going to call them flavors. Flavors are the new scents. That's the thing now. Okay. And Little M air fresheners. I told you guys my car smelled a little bit. My air freshener had been in there for a couple months, so I got a new one, and it smells fantastic. I am a big fan of Little M air fresheners, and they're only $2.50 a piece. So if you want the best GD air fresheners, or I'm not on radio right now, so if you want the best goddamn air fresheners,
there you
can
go.
get. I sometimes randomly feel like I'm censoring myself, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't do that. Get the best damn air fresheners you can get, and don't be one of those bitches driving around with one of those bitch ass trees in your rear view minder. Like, oh, your rear view window, not fender.
Like,
rear view minder.
Yeah,
what the hell is
minder.
that? Which is it's a. I don't even know what it would be. I was trying to think of a made-up thing it could have been. But no, your rear-view mirror, you don't want to be one of those dudes with the stupid green trees hanging right there. So get a Little M air freshener today at littlemshop.com. That's littlemshop.com. Little M air fresheners. They're dope. That's the new catchphrase I just made up from. Little M air fresheners. They're dope.
I like that.
Tight. Get them. All right, this is the portion of the podcast where we tell you guys what is back in the news, something that may have come back, and it's just a way we can shoehorn shit that we didn't already talk about into the show. By the way, mock draft season is starting next week. Woo! We are officially starting next week. They have the NFL Combine going on right now, and mock draft season, we're going to do that beginning next week. So that's when the season starts, and we get 7 full weeks of it. But this is Comeback Kid.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Prostitution back in the news at the Comeback Kid this week. Prostitution and Robert Kraft. That's the football aspect of it. So he was arrested on Friday, and that was all the internet was. The internet has, like, this week, in the last week, Friday was like Robert Kraft jokes at the ass, and like I'm already sick of them almost. Where it's like something Robert Kraft would do, like, you know, it's just like it's going to be the whole, like, remember how obnoxious Deflategate was? Even after, like, that's tight, yeah, they might have let a little bit of the air out of the ball or whatever, but like they still blew out the Colts. So like it's not the reason that they won. They definitely won because they were a better team than the Colts. So we can't, like, I don't know, but well, you know, a bunch of cheaters, and now it's like, well, all he's gonna do is get jerked off. Yeah. And my favorite tweet,
it was head. He got head.
My favorite tweet I saw, because it later came out and said he got like a rub and tug or a blowjob the day of the AFC Championship win, and somebody's tweet was like, I just rewatched the AFC Championship game, and you know, Tony Romo is spot on when he said, Robert Kraft, look how relaxed that guy looks. He even sees those kinds of things. I believe it was Jason Lawhead, comedian, that did that.
The best meme I saw was today when someone goes, he's a 77-year-old man who lost his wife to cancer, has donated $400+ million through his foundation, and won 6 Super Bowls in 18 years. If it's anyone that deserves a $59 rub and tug, it's Rob. Sincerely, Patriot Nation.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah. You know, people always get mad at people who are rich spending all this fucking money. Well, you know what? He's being frugal, and now he's getting shit on for it. And by the way, and people freaked out on him because, like, it came out too that, like, it was like sex trafficking. The women had been like brought into the country.
He
for
wasn't doing that.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it. And like Bart Scott goes, they should lose every draft pick they have. He was charged with 2 misdemeanors.
That's true.
They're misdemeanors.
That's true. And it wasn't
not Robert Kraft. Bob Irsay got caught with like a pound of cocaine in the back of his car, and nothing fucking happened.
And he had like 2 DWIs or something like that.
But
like,
people want to freak out because he's the owner of the Patriots.
Like Robert Kraft will be probably like, I would guess there's going to be a fine for sure coming down with it. But like, do you lose a draft pick because you picked up a hooker?
No, he might get like suspended for like 3 or 4 games, which doesn't matter when you're the owner. You
like,
just
I
watch
still
it in your
own the
mansion.
team. Like that's
Like,
not like you.
Robert Irsay got suspended for like 6 games.
But like, yeah, like when you're an owner, you can. It's like, all right, like, go fuck yourself, Goodell.
Jim
Like,
Irsay.
I don't give a
Saying
shit.
Robert, it's Jim
He could
Irsay.
watch it just flying around in his private jet. That's what he could do.
Yeah.
His jet with the 6 rings or the 6 trophies on the back of it. That's
He'll
what he
probably
should do.
go to a different massage parlor and watch it while getting
Ooh,
head.
that would be
different.
an alpha move if
Such
I ever
an
saw
alpha
one.
move.
He like watches the first like 3 weeks just in different massage parlors in that city. Oh, dude. And, like you could sponsor watch parties, watch/massage parties. They put the TV below the thing, so like while you're getting a massage, you can still watch the game.
The downside is I don't know if his she's like 33-year-old girlfriend is going to leave him now. Doubt it. He's worth $7 billion.
Yeah, he'll probably pull a Kobe and give her like a ring or some shit. Like buy some diamond necklace.
She definitely got something shiny on Monday.
Just like, I mean, it's not like I'm not talking about like human trafficking. Horrible, obviously. Although Uber makes money every single day and nobody talks about that. Like, let's just forget. Like, Uber and Lyft is human trafficking.
I mean, it
totally
literally
different
is.
human trafficking, but it is the literal definition of human trafficking. You're moving people around for a fee. They're paying you a fee, and you're performing a service to traffic those people. But just a rub and tug is like, in prostitution, it's not like he picked up a call girl. I mean, I know it's
was
sort
a
of
blowjob,
it's
too.
sort of the same thing, but it's like he's getting a massage, and it's like that was a tip. That was like an extra. He threw in a
Did
little.
you read the affidavit? Like they broke down. Like he entered at like 10:58. He laid down on the table at 11:01. He walked out at 11:13. Like they had it broke down in the minute. I was like, he was all about business.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to waste anybody's time.
Like she laid down. She started massaging his genitals. Then her head went into his lap for the next 6 minutes. I was like, this is fucking great.
Whatever, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's, yeah, if they're going to do it, though, let them do it. Like, that's why, like, just legalize this shit. Just legalize this shit. And I feel like we're going to cut out a lot of the problems.
Prostitution.
You're going to cut out a lot of the drug dealing issues with, like violence over shit like that if you don't have to, like, fight over turf because it's legal. Also, probably, like, I don't know, maybe we're not going to have human trafficking issues if, you can just work in a massage parlor and be like, hey, also, you can have the option if you want to jerk him off, you can make, like, an extra $50-$60, and if you want to blow him, like, whatever.
Well, they had said it was a $100 bill and another undefinable bill that he handed. So she did all right.
He tipped well.
Yeah.
He's tipping more than 25%, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
They say rich guys are stingy sometimes, and he's not. And he's tipping her for her
Kraft,
service.
Mac, and Bait.
Right? I mean, whatever, dude. Whatever. I think, let the guy get a rub and tug. I've never gotten a rub and tug, but ever since, like, Friday, every time I've driven by anywhere that's at a massage parlor, I'm like, that probably, you can jerk off there, you can probably get jerked off there, you can
I've
probably
never
get jerked
been.
off there, you can probably get jerked
My
off there.
buddy had one here in Houston that he loved. I never asked where it was. I was like, yeah, that's you, buddy.
I feel like, should I go on a mission now to see if I can find a rub and tug place? Like, I bet you I can.
I bet you know.
I bet you I
people
could
that can tell
today.
you.
I bet you I could today.
Yeah.
I could find one, like,
could
right
probably-
after.
I could probably just text a bunch of people I know, and at least one person's going to be like, yeah, I know a spot.
Just like, is there like
Everybody has a friend that
is there a
loves rub and
code?
tugs.
Is there like a code? Like, or
I'm
is it
sure
like
probably-
you check a box and it's like, I want the all access experience. And you're like, what does that mean?
Or you just like
The
yawn.
blow my mind package.
You like yawn and lift up your towel at the same time, like. Eh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, prostitution, I guess, is back. Rub and tugs are back, but like rub and tug doesn't seem like prostitution to me. Like, I get it by the letter of the law, kind of is, but like, she's massaging you. She's massaging your dick. It's a dick massage, but you just come at the end.
If you don't come, is it prostitution?
Ooh, if you just edge, you just get a little edge
Yeah.
going. What if you're really into that and you're like, just
Yeah, just
play
give
with
me-
it, but just don't like
just Give me blue balls.
Yeah, well, some people might be into that. Man. I don't know.
I would say that's assault. That's not prostitution. at that
Oh
point.
yeah,
That's
then it's on
assault.
her. It's on her. Then you can charge her with that.
Right.
That's a real good spin zone right there. Another comeback kid this week is the Oscars, and with that is fashion, red carpet. What was everyone wearing on the red carpet?
The big two were Lady Gaga wearing the $30 million
Lady Gaga.
$30 million Tiffany's necklace, and then the one dude, I don't know his name, but he was
wearing a dress.
He was Will Ferrell's assistant in Zoolander. If you guys know who that, it was him.
Uh-huh.
And he wore this dress. But then my buddy pointed out today in the group chat, which I'm shocked I haven't heard other people pointing out, was the dudes from South Park. They wore dresses back in the day. They did.
They weren't hailed as brave.
No, they took acid and wore dresses.
Well, I mean, I don't really give a shit. Like, whatever you want to wear, like, wear your shit. Like, I think it was fun. It's funny that, like people do
Fashion's
stuff
just
now where they're
ridiculous.
like, yeah, like, fashion is weird anyways. Like, Zoolander made the perfect point of that where, like, they dressed up in trash. They literally wore trash. And we're like, it's a new thing. It's a
Derelict.
style. Derelict. Like, I don't get that shit though. But like, you know, whatever you want to wear, man, that's cool. Like, everybody's wearing weird shit anyways at the Oscars. I don't know if you watched any of it. Emma had it on, and I watched a little bit of the beginning, and then I fell asleep. I was kind of recovering from eye injury time then, so I didn't really have my eyes available to watch things with at that point. But like I saw Adam Lambert and Queen performed. And then, like, there was a really awkward speech from, like, the sound editing or whatever it was, where, like, they were the three people up there, and they were getting played off for, like, a minute and a half, and they kept just passing this list around, and they kept repeating the same names they had already read. It was weird, and then, like, I didn't really see too much else.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper apparently almost made out.
They almost fucked in front of everybody.
Which
Super
everyone was like,
hot.
oh my God, like, they should get together. Like, you're getting mad at Robert Kraft for cheating, and yet you want them to cheat on stage while his girlfriend's 30 feet away?
Yeah. Who's got the morals now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which, by the way, like...
Maybe it's a fucking movie and none of that shit was
fucking,
real.
And I'm like, well, maybe they did fuck, but, like, also his girlfriend's a supermodel, is way hotter than her, so I think Bradley Cooper's doing okay.
Yeah. And I bet Lady Gaga's getting some dick on the side,
she's
too.
getting
Whatever,
so much
man.
dick.
You know, whatever, dude. Just, they're crushing it. Just let them crush it. It's weird. Like, I haven't watched A Star is Born because I don't watch musicals. I don't do that.
I want to see that. The movie looks really good, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Really?
I've only heard amazing things. Like that, I want to see. The Green Book, I need to see. I saw people laughing.
I haven't
that
seen the
Bohemian
Green
Rhapsody.
Book, but like I just saw, like, everybody's like, the Green Book just shows how, like, there's a Vice article which doesn't really speak that highly of anything because the Vice is just kind of like
bunch of dicks.
hot take city, and it's Vice was saying like, well, the Green Book shows how white the Oscars really still are, and I was like, motherfucker, like every movie was a black movie. Black Panther. It was Beale Street. It was Green Book. It was like all the other ones that I don't even know the names to were all like they were black related films. And like ever since that hashtag Oscars so white thing a few years ago, like they've done a good job of diversifying it all, and it was tight. Like I don't understand like why you got to bitch about everything. And Bill Burr said it best this week, and he was like, "I'm just sick and tired of grown ass people, adults, bitching about not getting trophies." Bitching about like, well, why did they win? Why did Rami Malek win when he lip synced?
Oh, the millions of dollars you got paid to do it weren't enough?
Rami Malek lip synced at parts of Bohemian Rhapsody, so he would sound more like Freddie Mercury instead of Rami Malek.
I thought he would have gotten the entire thing.
I think they like blended part of it in.
You can't match Freddie's voice.
Right. And so, like, obviously he's going to lip sync so they can have Freddie's voice because it was about Freddie's band and not Rami Malek's band. But, like, Matthew McConaughey won a couple of years ago for Dallas Buyers Club. He didn't have AIDS. Like, I don't know if
also
Freddie Mercury or Rami Malek probably doesn't have AIDS, so should he lose it because of that too? Like, that's two things.
They're pretending. That's what actors do.
Oh, that's it. It's not real. It's acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people bitch that Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Editing, which like I get because I love the movie, but then like as you look back at people clips of it, like yeah, the editing wasn't very good on that. Like there's a whole scene like in the middle of a concert where they cut and there's like a full half second on screen. We're just like far away and like it's like black on the screen, but like you can kind of see the stage from like 400 feet away. I'm like, why the fuck would you cut that into the movie?
I didn't notice enough of that.
I didn't notice it
just
like during it, but like the videos that came out after when people were like, "How was this up for best editing?" And like, I get it, probably should have won, but who gives a shit? It's the Oscars,
right?
Who fucking cares?
And like everybody gets up and does like fucking speeches and shit, and like, oh well, like it's
Spike Lee like almost walked out because Black Klansman didn't win something, but instead he didn't walk out. He just stood standing there with his back to the stage. Like, Fuck you.
Spike Lee looked like a fucking bellboy. He had like a purple fucking outfit on and a little bellboy hat.
That's racist.
He fucking did. Like he looked like he was in the Grand Budapest Hotel. Like, he looked like he was like one of those guys in that. Like that's what he was wearing, and apparently it was like an ode to Prince. I don't fucking care. Wear whatever you want, man. But I can comment on it, and I don't have to be. I'm not a racist for commenting on it.
Nobody cares when millionaires don't get awards.
But like I love when they get up and they like insert generic Trump joke. Whatever, dude. Fucking, that's tight. We can all fucking hate Trump. I'm cool with that. But like, then like they act on their high horse and shit. Like fucking Meryl Streep's the worst whenever she gets up there and it's like,
God, she's
like
such a bitch.
when she's like, we are the arts. It's like, you fucking pretend. You guys pretend. Shut the fuck up and go pretend some more. Now pretend that you can fucking walk down the thing and just shut the fuck up and pretend like you know how to do that.
Yeah.
Try that. Just fucking try that one on me, Meryl.
Pretend that you don't have giant walls around your house to keep people out that you don't want there.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you do that.
The Oscars is fucking weird, and so they were back, though. Okay, another comeback kid this week is, Yeezus. Yeezy F Baby. Can we do that? No, I know it's Wheezy F Baby, but it's Kanye West. Kanye West is back in the news. Now, I didn't know this. Apparently, this has been going on for a while now, and since like the beginning of 2019, it looks like. But he...
So not that long.
He's been...
Like a month and a half.
But he's been doing,
Almost
like...
2 months.
He's been like a pastor. Like he's been leading.
Who the fuck puts Kanye
in Calabasas, California? Kanye West leading a church service. Like, I want to see this so bad. I want to go to this so bad. And like they're out in like the middle of like a big like field, but you can see like mountains in the background. It looks awesome. I think I said it was Calabasas, California.
Yeah, I mean it's Cali. It's a beautiful
It's fucking
area.
awesome though, dude. And like you got people dancing. Like I want to be a part of this so bad. Like ooh ooh ah yeah yeah yeah.
I don't think you'd fit in there.
You don't think so? I mean, there's a couple white guys. I can see four white guys.
If you wore those glasses, Kanye would probably like you. He'd be like, dude, that's a new fashion statement. I need those.
Yeah, that's crazy. You ahead. You a forward thinker, and you got these ideas that everybody else don't know yet.
Okay, I take it back. You would totally fit in there.
I would totally, and I just like, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and you would just hype up his ego so he'd love you.
I would just be, I want to be Kanye's hype man so bad just because I want to like hear his conversations. I want to hear like I would love to just have like a recorded everyday, like Kanye recorded for just 3 days. Like mic him up, just mic'd up Kanye. That's all.
Do you think there was people out there that like, dude, I just want to be Hitler's hype man just to hear his conversations. But then after a little while, they're like, it's probably not a great idea. But if I speak up, he's going to fire me.
Or kill you.
And I feel like we're on that path with Kanye.
I don't like.
There's too many people that just won't tell him when he's got stupid. See, like, yeah, he doesn't want to kill people, but he's got stupid ideas, and too many people over the years
if they're like
have
stupid
not
musical ideas, I don't care. Like, what's that gonna hurt? It's gonna hurt nobody. He wore a MAGA hat, and he said a couple things that pissed people off. Like, who gives a shit? I like it.
Kanye.
He keeps people in check a little bit. It's like, whoa, because I liked it. Like everybody got on board the Kanye train, and then like he just would say some crazy shit, and like, whoa, holy shit, Kanye. I don't know about that. And then it's like, well, fuck you. If you don't have me at this, then you don't owe me. You don't have to have me at this.
And then he just backtracks it 6 months later, and people are like, all right, we're back with you.
But like, yeah, he's just like
he's
bipolar, so he just hops all over the place. He's leading a sermon. You know, he's a man of the cloth now.
Do they actually let him like lead sermons, or is it
yeah,
just
he leads entire sermons. It's absolutely insane. So it looks like they're just his friends, like close, like people that he's worked with, and like close people to him. But like it looks like there's like 20, 30 people in this video that I'm watching.
Pontius Pilate did not care about Jesus and his disciples.
Judas was a liar. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And like he's playing the keyboard, he's dancing. Like I want to be a part of Kanye Church so bad. It's like give like Joel Osteen, whatever, dude. Like put Kanye on TV. Put Kanye on TV on Sunday. And like, do you want to see ratings go through the roof? Put Kanye at the where the Lakers is, the LA Forum.
Yeah.
Put him in the LA Forum. I guarantee you he sells that bitch out every fucking Sunday. You don't think in LA
on Sunday?
Yeah, but like not in the Forum. Now they play at Staples Center.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So you play at you do it at the old arena that they do.
Just like Joel Osteen did.
Just
yeah,
exactly
you're right.
like that. And then boom, you're in LA. That place is going to fill up. That place is going to fill up. And Kanye is going to make so much money. Make everybody buy Yeezys.
He's got a gift shop at the front of the church.
Dude, that would be awesome. That would be so cool.
You can't charge admission to church, but I can put a gift shop.
But just like, I don't know, man. Like fucking Kanye, I love Kanye West. Like maybe you don't have to believe you have to like agree with all of his politics and shit, but the guy is entertaining as hell, and you can't deny that. You can't deny that at all.
Weird.
And
He's
you
a
got
weird
real
guy.
recognize real. You got to be, the most creative oftentimes are the most misunderstood. And I think Kanye is definitely one of those. And he's got some shit going on in that head of his. He's got some shit like that going on in his head of this. And that's our Comeback Kid segment, guys.
Yeah.
You guys have heard me talk about Blue Apron for a while now. It's the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. You can get it all delivered to your door by going to blueapron.com/PTG. They're going to send you a bunch of ingredients, tell you what to do with them, and then boom, you got a meal to eat in about 30 minutes. Like if you go to blueapron.com/PTG right now, this week you could get crispy chicken schnitzel, fontina smothered chicken, Spanish spiced salmon and farro, chipotle roasted cauliflower, spicy broccoli, and fresh fusilli pasta. That pasta is fusilli. It's not just funny. It's straight up fusilli, dude. Spring pea and mushroom ramen, banh mi style beef burgers, and smoky chicken and aioli. That actually looks fantastic. It's got like saffron rice and olives under it, and it looks restaurant quality. You can make it in just 20 minutes, it says right there. You can get all different kinds of options. You can get the 2-person plan, the 4-person plan, and the wine plan. Choose that all and save with blueapron.com/PTG. Like we just said, that's blueapron.com/PTG. We're going to give you $30 off of your first order right now and free shipping. So do it right now. It's flexible. It's easy. It's a variety of different foods, and it's guaranteed freshness every time. Blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. We're literally giving you guys $30 in free food and free shipping as well. Go to blueapron.com/PTG, guys. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. A better way. That's what I say.
A much better way.
It's
is what I
it's
say.
the best way to cook, actually. A lot of people don't know that. The best way to cook. All right, what do we got? Let's go to answers. This is it. This is the final segment of the week.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any question?
There we go.
That was it. That was the one that we needed.
See,
Okay.
if I had these glasses of whiskey in
It would have been
before, it would've
perfect.
been
Yeah. Now Pat's just firing like a well-oiled machine right now. Okay. Our first answers question, and I told you guys, we've got, again, as we said last week, we have a treasure trove of answers questions. Our
Callback.
Our podcast son, Skylar Lester. Are you going to say
Oh my God, it's Skylar.
At-
I'm sorry. I was looking down at the question.
Our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
I feel like I haven't done that the last couple times, though.
Well, then bring it back.
Okay, sorry.
Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar.
At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter says.
Yeah, I don't want him to think I don't love him anymore, so I gotta.
Yeah, he's your fucking son, dude. Just,
I
act
do.
like be a father to him. Fuck. Skylar says, Jesus could walk on water. Babies are 72% water. Does that mean that if I can walk on babies, I'm 72% Jesus? That's pretty flawless logic right there.
Are babies 72%? Isn't everybody 72% water?
I don't know.
Also,
I mean, babies definitely are a percentage of water, so 72% seems believable.
here's where I think that's wrong, but I can't do the actual math to give you the right percentage.
I can't, and
But
I also
because
won't.
72% on top of that, then you're on top of the 72%. So I feel like what's 72% of 72%?
Well, what if there's 2 babies that you're on top of? That's like 142 or 144%, right?
I think at that point you're only 51.84% Jesus.
This is getting too mathy.
But here's the thing. You're over 50% Jesus.
Okay, hear me out.
That's
What
pretty good.
if it's a frozen pond and you walk in? That's water.
It's true.
It's just in a frozen form. But you're Jesus at that point too. So if you play ice hockey on a frozen pond, you're Jesus.
Ooh, that's.
But yes,
That's good.
you are 72% Jesus, I guess, if you walk on babies,
you're
but don't.
You're 51.84%.
51.84% Jesus.
Because if 72% on top of water, then you're on top of 72. You got to be 72% on top of 72%. 51.84%.
And what if he's talking about like an ice skater or a figure skater named Jesus, and that's really who he's talking about, and he was just a skater?
Well, then he needs to give us a pronunciation.
He should. Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm
but
pretty sure he's talking about Jesus.
You think that the Jesus?
Yeah.
Could he be, meaning Jesus? Could he be talking about Jesus?
No, because he didn't put a Y. He put
That's
a J.
true. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's a silent J.
No, not in this case. That would just be Jesus.
I know. I was trying to get out of that one. I couldn't figure it.
No, you're not. But you are still over 50% Jesus, which is pretty good.
You're part Jesus, definitely.
I mean, Jesus is in all of us.
I was about to say we all are Jesus.
But for
really.
you, Jesus is in 51% of you, which is a very high
That's
percentage.
more than half. So you're more than half Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
I mean,
I would take
if
that.
you were a company, that would be controlling stake.
Definitely.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, dude. So like, definitely, you are partially Jesus for sure if you do that. But I don't know. I feel like walking on babies can be frowned upon in this day and age. So
maybe the babies deserved it. You don't know.
Walk with care.
Yeah.
Walk with care. Danielle Weston writes it again at Danny_Weston, and she says, "Do you think Michael Jackson looks like he did in the Thriller video yet?" And if you haven't seen the Thriller video, he was a zombie, I believe.
Yeah.
So, do you think he's deteriorated enough?
I hate to say it. I'm pretty sure he's past that point.
Well, wait. Did he get buried or did he get cremated? Because if he got cremated, then he's way past that. He's just ash.
I think he's definitely a bury guy. Like, when you're that rich, you're like, fuck yeah, put my body in there. Because, like, burying can be expensive. Like, I'm totally a cremation guy. Like, fucking just set me on fire. Dude, like, I don't care. Dump my body in the ocean. Whatever's cheapest. But I would say he's probably past Thriller point now.
She cremated the corpse to... he was cremated to avoid having his grave robbed.
Oh.
Fuck.
So
So
well,
then-
that answers that. Nope.
So, no, he does not look
He's
like that.
You know what he looks like? A lot of people from the end of Infinity War.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
that's
one.
what
There
he
we
looks
go.
like.
That's the ticket. That's the thing. He looks like everybody that Thanos. He looks like Spider-Man. Or Luke Skywalker's parents. Our next question comes from Stephanie Ibabao. I think Ibabao of
Stephanie
Ibabau's
Easy.
Bow Wows and Meow Meows pet sitting service. Go check them out. They're awesome. At Stephan Easy, that's Stephanie with 5 E's before the ZY on Twitter. And she says, if there's no space in gravity, is there really an up or down? Or any sense of direction at all?
There isn't. But that just made me think of another question.
Whoa.
If you kick somebody's ass in space, can you call it a beatdown?
Whoa. Okay, just hear me out. Sun looks at the Earth,
but
like the North Pole is obviously up.
But that's arbitrary. It's not really north or south. That's just shit that we've came up with.
But like we came up with that, so we jurisdict that, obviously.
I mean, and as Americans, we are always right. So
who was the first to the moon? So first to space, I would not
shit,
really.
You're
first
right.
to
There
space.
is an up and down. It's just in relation to America.
It is. It's whatever America says it is.
Yeah. So wherever you are, what is up or down to America? That's what up and down is.
Because like sometimes like you don't necessarily fall, but like you just drift away, and you would drift in a downward motion. You're going down. How do you get down into certain parts of the International Space Station?
No, that's the thing.
There
in
are
space, it could be down or up depending on. See, that's the thing. You could be going from the way the space
The
station
bottom
was
could
built,
be at the top.
The bottom, yeah, it could be there, but that's what I said. It has to be. Fuck. You could be going down the space station, but if you got to look out the window to see where you're aligned.
Dude, my mind is
no.
just
You just got to look out the window to see where
done.
you're aligned to the United States. Because even if you're going to the quote bottom of the space station, if you look out the window and you're actually moving towards the north of the U.S., you're going up. Mm-hmm. It's all in relation.
It's just wherever you are
or
compared
even if
to
you
the
want
US.
to just in relation to Texas is really what it is.
To Tejas.
Tejas, baby.
To Jas.
So, you know what? I've always said there isn't, but you know what? There is. Yeah, there is up and down.
There's some sort of up and down. It's
is.
a very like loosely interpreted version of up or down, but like there's got to be.
Yeah.
There's got to be an up or down.
Yeah.
You may not know which way you're going, so you might not have a sense of direction, but like there definitely is an up and down and
technically
left
there
and
isn't,
right.
but you got to bring the cockiness of Americans into it, and we have.
And we said
the
there
right
is,
to
so
be
there
that
is
goddamn
now.
cocky. We've earned it.
Yeah, we put a fucking flag on the moon.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
We definitely did. We definitely put a flag on the moon.
And
because we put a Pastor Baby flag on the moon.
And we're back-to-back World War champs. So what
So
we say
suck
goes.
on that.
Yep.
Rest of the world. All right. Tyler Thomason at Tyler Thomason on Twitter says, "Is salt just angry sugar?" Would it be bitter sugar? Would it be bitter sugar?
No, here's the thing. It's the same look, same size, everything about it's the same, but it's salty. Mm-hmm. And when you're angry, people say you're salty.
You are a little salty.
And sugar's great. Everyone loves sugar, but you know how angry you get when like you try and put sugar in your coffee and it turns out to be salt?
I've never done that.
I mean, I don't really drink coffee, but I see it happen to people at my restaurant all the time because they're too lazy to read the side of the fucking bucket that it's coming out of.
Dude, what do? Do they finish it or do they just order
No,
new
they
coffee?
just throw it out and fucking make another coffee.
Oh. Well, it'd be funny.
But it's funny.
You should make them finish it.
That or if somebody puts fish sauce in their coffee, that's funny every time.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross.
What does fish sauce look like?
What
do they think it is?
Looking like it. Well, I mean, they just pour it in their coffee when they're not looking, so you don't know.
Okay.
But like, it's very salty.
Oh, okay. Ew, gross.
Yeah, it's gross. Sure. Yeah, I'll say it's angry.
Salt is angry sugar. We'll allow that. That plays.
I feel like one time when he asked a question, I can't just shit on him. I should probably.
Oh yeah, there you go. That was a good one. But our final question we got of the week is from new listener Josh Tree at Joshua Tree 713 on the Twitter. Hashtag 713 is what he does on his tweets. But he's a loyal listener to the Rod Ryan Morning Show, and he's a recent regular now to Pass the Gravy in the last couple of weeks.
So, dude.
Love you, buddy, and appreciate you tuning in. And now he's hopping in on the podcast questions part. So he says, since I'm new to the hashtag gravy train, I got a 2-part softball question for the PTG crew. What is y'all's favorite fast food places? Burger place and chicken place. I'm a Whataburger and Cane's guy myself. So favorite burger and chicken joint. I'm going to go with him. Cane's,
Whataburger and Cane's.
Cane's is number 1.
Or possibly,
for chicken.
If I'm in College Station, though,
Chick-fil-A
I'm going to get
close to.
Lane's. I'm going to get Lane's, not Cane's.
No,
I like it. The sauce has a little bit more tangy to it.
I'm going to go Cane's. I'm a Cane's guy.
I mean, I'm all for supporting your brand. Find a shit you like, and then that's what you get for the rest of your life. I'm cool with that. But I'm just saying, if I'm in College, but I'm not in College Station. I'm in Katy. So yeah, Whataburger and Cane's, man.
Fast food places. Okay. What about burgers? What you, Robert? What's your favorite burger place? Fast food burger.
Fast food, honestly, Burger King.
Burger King, really?
King.
I do love the BK Lounge.
I can't tell you the last time I had Burger King. I cannot tell you.
I like their dollar menu more than anybody else's. Like just their dollar burgers.
They have a good dollar menu.
The flame broiled burger, man, it's good.
Whataburger's awesome. I'm gonna give you that, but Whataburger's probably not my favorite. It's probably not my favorite.
It's always there for you, though.
It is.
It's always open.
Can I just be the asshole and just go in and out? I'm gonna go in and out.
I'll fucking fight you.
But everybody we kind of got into this on Twitter earlier, where I was just like somebody was arguing over In-N-Out versus Whataburger.
I still never had In-N-Out.
Guys, so how do you know? You don't know then.
Because I know who I am as a person, and if you don't even offer me bacon in your establishment, go fuck yourself.
That's not a good enough excuse.
It is.
Because you haven't had it. You haven't judged it.
They're putting in an In-N-Out literally 4 miles from my house.
And you're going to have to try it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to try it.
And then watch Pat's mind be just blown.
I'm going to order a bacon burger, and then when they say we don't have bacon, I'm just going to loudly proclaim, get out.
But they'll be like, you're in our establishment,
No,
sir.
I mean of my state. Get out.
You're in our establishment, sir.
Yeah.
We have a permit to cook here.
Yeah. If I go get, I'm going to go to Whataburger, order a side of bacon, and bring it to In-N-Out.
But Whataburger's cool, but a lot of times those burgers just seem smashed. It just seems like they're flattened. You know,
that's what the burger. It's a thin, large patty. That's what the fucking thing is.
It just feels like smushed.
The A1 thick and hearty burger.
A1 thick and hearty.
Chop House Cheddar Burger, man.
I mean, I don't does Hop Daddy doesn't really count as a fast food place,
no.
So I can't go that. But I really like In-N-Out. I don't have a problem with either of them. I don't have a problem with either Whataburger or In-N-Out.
No,
I think it's stupid that people are like, well, what an idiot if you like In-N-Out. It's no, they can both be good. You can like both.
I've heard In-N-Out does have garbage fries though, by themselves. No, you got to get them.
Whataburger's fries are definitely better.
You have to dump shit on top. I'm talking about just fries by themselves. I've heard In-N-Out's fries aren't good.
Whataburger's fries are definitely better, I would say. But if I gotta go burger anywhere,
I mean, it's your answer. You give what you want.
I'm trying to think, and I feel like
Wendy's makes a solid burger too.
I just can't tell you last time I had a Wendy's burger.
Yeah,
can't tell you last time. Cane's number 1 for sure is my chicken, and then I guess I guess I'm just gonna go Whataburger just to go with the trend, just to be the random guy.
You're such a follower.
I'm gonna go In-N-Out.
You're such a Hitler.
It's In-N-Out then. In-N-Out is my favorite. My favorite is In-N-Out and then Cane's.
Gotta respect
Robert,
Cane's, man.
What about chicken for you? You said Burger King.
Go Chick-fil-A.
Burger King, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
The problem is it's expensive and it's not there for you on
is it
days.
expensive?
It is.
Not for me. Not for me with my
Fuck
Chick-fil-A
you,
black
Mr.
card.
Free Card.
It's so great. I went there yesterday.
I'm gonna steal that bitch.
I went there yesterday. Well, it doesn't have your name on it, so when they ID you, boom.
I'll just be like, I don't have my ID, and they're fucking Chick-fil-A, so they'll be like, it's okay.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven. Here, it's my pleasure to give
just
you
say
this.
3 Hail Marys and you get your meal.
Well, so I haven't been able to drive to work because my eye, and so Emma's had to pick me up and drop me off like she's my mom. And so yesterday when she picked me up, I was
she has
like,
to wake up super early to take you to work.
She actually that's on her. That's her own. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get an Uber, and she's like, no, I'll drive you. And then she stood by the door and wouldn't let me get an Uber. And I was like, all right, fuck. But I'm good. I think I can drive. I think I can drive tomorrow. I should be good. But I was just like, if I have blurry vision in one eye, I don't want to.
Don't you have 2 miles to go?
Yeah, but just I don't know. I know me risking it's gonna be.
No, definitely don't risk it.
I'm gonna get fucked up. But I think that I'm good now, so I'm not gonna make her drive me anymore. But I don't know. I've just been super safe with it. It's an eye thing. That's the one thing I told you guys.
You cannot fuck with depth perception.
Eye and my dick and balls are really the things that I care about in this world. You know
they say the balls are the eyes of the groin.
Not quite. It was
The eyes are the groin of the head.
Well, I mean,
the eyes are the groin of the head.
Somebody sent that question, so it makes him fucking answer it next week.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in and out just to be the weird, the differing guy, and then Kane's Robert.
I'm gonna go El Pollo Loco.
Well, I mean, I used to speak for El Pollo Loco. Robert is Chick-fil-A and Burger King. You are Whataburger and Lane's.
I guess I would go Lane's.
Whataburger and Lane's. Really hacky name that they just straight. We're like, hey, do you guys want to copy Cane's?
And they built it 200 feet away.
Yeah, do you guys want to copy Cane's? And then what are we gonna call it?
Taco Cabana doesn't count as a chicken place.
Lane's. We should open another one right across and just call it Dane's.
I was gonna say Baines
or Jane's.
Dane's.
Oh, Baines is way better.
Hello, what would you like? Chicken, chicken, chicken. What Bane combo are you picking?
Oh, you think combos are your ally? Anytime they order their food, do you feel in charge?
Hello. Will this be cash or credit?
Yes, Baines, because anytime somebody complains about their order, you just have a giant
throw 'em
guy
in the
walk
pit?
out from the back and put their hand on their shoulder and go, do you feel in charge?
Or you could throw them in the pit. The pit that was the jail that Batman had to crawl out of when he broke his back.
I was born with chicken. You merely adopted it.
Hello, what would you like? You pull up.
I was born with chicken. You merely adopted it.
Hey, this is Brian. What would you like? What?
You couldn't do Baines because people would constantly be high in the drive-thru going, I'd like a number 4.
But I think that helps. I think that helps. We just started our own ripped off Kane franchise now. Baines. Welcome to the chicken place of your dreams.
And if you complain, Tom Hardy punches you in the throat.
Yes.
That's it. That's a solid business model.
That's done. And then they have Steelers games on all the time, but the screen is cracked down the middle.
Hines Ward is just running for no reason.
That's just it. That's all it is. That's perfect. I mean,
Ben Roethlisberger's waiting in the bathroom.
Done. That's a multi-million-dollar idea right there. Trademark, verbal trademark. We got that. That's ours. I mean, Bane. You're familiar with Bane on this podcast. He hijacked John before. John had to live in a well for months. It felt like, and then he was a regular on the podcast for a while. He kind of fell off the face of the earth, but we'll see if we can get Bane to come back at some point in time. Especially if we're gonna have to have him on to pitch the restaurant.
Bane and Shark Tank.
Dude, but what if every manager had to wear that mask?
I'm looking for $500,000 for 10% of my company.
It's called Baines, and all they make is chicken fingers, Texas toast, and French fries with fantastic sauce.
I'm out. Do you feel in charge?
Are you sure, Mr. Wonderful? What about you, Cuban?
I don't like.
You look interested.
I don't like the idea. And this gives you power over me?
Jeff Foxworthy. Now that is an idea that I like.
I hope this stopped being funny to everyone else 3 minutes ago.
I think
this is great.
But just picture you go to not Cane's, but it's a Cane's type restaurant, and then all the managers just have no shirt on, and the Bane top. Like what was it, like the bandoliers thing he kind of had across it, like the bullet holding
the box that
the vest.
The box that you speak into is actually just a fucking statue of Bane.
That's obviously. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. But like then like all the managers just have to wear that, and that's like their headset, and it just changes their voice. So like everybody sounds the exact same.
I'm sorry your chicken was undercooked. We will strive to be better.
Would you like more sauces with that?
Banes. I can't wait. Raisin Banes. Is it? It's not Raisin Lanes.
No, it's just Lanes.
I think I like Raisin Banes better though.
Raisin Banes chicken fingers.
All right, so Josh, I'm going to change my answer. It's Baines. Baines is my favorite chicken place.
It's only theoretical at this point, but it's
a spitball idea. But like, you guys would definitely do this. So like, I got to find a way now to make Baines a chicken place.
Yes.
I feel like that's probably a good idea for like a logo for a picture for the podcast.
We need a lot of startup money because we're probably going to get sued.
I don't see. I mean, what if Bane works for us? There we go. Done. Boom. We'll just make him CEO. Done. But like, we still own most of the company, so
maybe
we can
he'll be
override
COO.
him on everything. COO.
Yeah.
CBO. Chief Bane Officer.
CPO. Chief Pain Officer.
Chief Pain Officer. I like that. That's better.
Yeah.
So that was answers, and then our chicken company idea for 45 minutes.
I told you we were going to double the podcast.
We did, and we
questions.
found a way to do it. We always do. And Robert's like, God damn it, just finish this and just get out. I just want to go home. That's it, though, I guess. 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere you're listening to us. Please, please share us with a friend. Go check out the St. Patty's Day merch. Or try and order this week. If you order this week, you are guaranteed delivery by St. Patty's Day. Other than that, you're going to have to pay like the $3.99 rush shipping.
Yeah.
It'll still get there in time. But like if you want it for St. Patty's Day, which is why you would order St. Patty's Day gear, you get it now. Order it this week. And let us know if you get it. Let us know when you make your order. And we'll give you guys a shout out next week on the podcast at Past Grade Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Make sure that you protect your eyes this week, guys. Go out there, protect your eyes. If you have a ball cap on, be very mindful of who has open eyeballs around you when you're turning your head quickly. So keep your eyes peeled, and always have your head on a swivel like I didn't, because you don't want a corneal abrasion or to deal with any Eyessues. And I don't know. That's it for me, huh?
And pass the gravy, bitches.
Yes.
Trust so many player hating fellas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the funk, but I don't think they know. And straight to the depths of hell.